Salam and what's up everybody? This is Investor Shake back at it again with another video. And today I'm going to show you not one, not two, but three halal stock picks for the week to make up for no video last week. So I am going to show you one safe stock and two growth stocks. We have Waste Management, Uber, and Cleanspark. But this one is one I'm very excited about. Alright, so first up we have Waste Management, ticker symbol WM. And as you can see, it's Sharia compliant. So in case you haven't noticed, Waste Management engages in the provision of waste management environmental services. It operates through the following segments: tiers 1, 2, and 3. Tier 1 is the South, Tier 2 is the Midwest and Northeast, and Tier 3 focuses on the Northwest and Mid-Atlantic regions. So, Waste Management, they basically pick up trash. You know, if you've noticed the dumpsters stopping by your neighborhood once a week, they're the ones picking up the trash. But Waste Management is a company. So I don't know if you've seen dumpsters with the WM sign on them or the garbage trucks with WM. If not, maybe those are the ones that are run by the city. But this is a private company. So yeah, they basically take out the trash. You know, they collect trash. And this is something that is essential, that we truly need. This is something that you may not really notice, but you should be thankful that this is happening, especially in a first world country like the US. Because imagine, without waste management, you would be smelling garbage in the air every time you're walking outside, and nobody wants that. So, they have a $47 billion market cap. They pay $2.12 every year in dividends for every share of WM you have. And the 52-week low was $85.34, while the 52-week high was $126.79. PE ratio is 29.8, and the earnings per share is $3.80. Now, the reason why I like this stock is because they have had reliable and consistent growth over the past 5 years. So back in 5 years ago, they were as low as $50. And as I scroll even more, 70, 80, 90, back to 80, 90, 100. So we broke 100 right here. 120, and then the pandemic hit, so it went down to back in the 80s, and then it's crawling back up to the 100s. So disregarding the big sell-off in March, you can see that this company has been growing consistently. So if you were to have one share in WM back in late 2015, you could have doubled your money over the past 5 years. Now I know you're probably thinking, oh, I could double my money with Tesla or call options, but this is slow, reliable growth. And this is an essential company, so the trash needs to be taken out regardless. So this is definitely a stock that I would add to a retirement portfolio, to a Roth IRA, just because you're getting reliable growth. This is not a volatile company. This is an essential company, and for Investor Shake, anything essential is a must-have in a portfolio. Next up, we have Uber, ticker symbol UBER. So right now I'm looking at the Uber gift cards, and it says get a ride or meal in minutes. Just look how minimalistic the Uber gift card design is. Okay, I digress. Now, when you look at Uber stock, it has been a very volatile stock this past year. So, if y'all remember, they recently IPO'd like as early as last year, I believe. And they were IPO'd at around $45. And they've been in the 30s for quite a while. The high 20s, low 30s. You saw it go up to $40 again, and then the pandemic hit. Boom, they went as low as $15, and then they crawling back up to the 30s. Yep, so they've been in the 30s for quite a while. We haven't seen it break 40 just yet. The last time they were in the 40s was back in February. So the main concern regarding this company is profitability. Now, we know that the ride-sharing business has taken a big hit due to the pandemic, so not that many people are taking Uber. But the Uber Eats segment hasn't really been affected. So earlier this year, Uber believed that they could reach profits by the end of this year. However, as you can see, this article was written back in February. This was way before the pandemic. So you can tell that the pandemic has really derailed their chances of profitability for this year. So they may have to delay it until next year. And also, Uber has made a blockbuster deal acquiring Postmates in a $2.6 billion stock deal. Now, this was back in July. And despite this seemingly monumental event, the stock price did not move up any much. But you have to realize that Postmates was Uber's competitor in the on-demand food delivery space. And the fact that they have purchased Postmates further solidifies Uber's reputation in the food delivery space. So now they can compete against Caviar, DoorDash, and Grubhub, unless Uber decides to buy all three. Once they, besides, you never know about these companies. If they have a lot of cash on the sides, what's going to stop them from buying out these companies and just taking over the food delivery space? Now, I know it's not something that's talked about, but you never know these companies like Amazon and Apple. They have accrued large fortunes and they've been buying companies left and right. What's stopping Uber from doing the same? Right, it's profitability. But think about it, in a few years ahead, once they were to achieve profitability, they could go ahead and start buying out companies and expanding the Uber brand. You never know. You never know. Looking at the financials, you can see that Uber has been getting negative earnings for 2016, 2017, and 2019, with only a positive earnings for the year 2018. And then looking at the quarters, these past 4 quarters have been consisting of negative earnings for Uber. So like I said, this is a hiccup on their path to profitability. I believe they will reach profitability in a few years. So right now, it's a bit of a rocky time for Uber. Also, part of this hiccup also shows as they missed earnings for Q1 and Q2. So we will have to see if they have made a significant improvement for Q3, but my prediction is that they will miss earnings 3 quarters in a row. That's my guess. I could be wrong, but like I said, it's going to take a while for Uber to reach profitability. So when it comes to owning this stock, I would say it's going to trade sideways for a while, and we won't see big gains until a major catalyst occurs. So I would say maybe buy one share, but I wouldn't build a large position just yet. I would just wait it out and see for any major catalysts that occur. And lastly, we have Cleanspark, ticker symbol CLSK. Now, this was a stock that's been suggested by a fellow YouTuber, RexFinance. You should check him out. So, Cleanspark offers advanced energy software and control technology that enables a plug-and-play enterprise solution to modern energy challenges. Its services consist of intelligent energy monitoring and controls, microgrid design and engineering, microgrid consulting services, and turnkey microgrid implementation services. The company's software allows energy users to obtain resiliency and economic optimization. So the key word here is microgrids, which is an emerging technology that we're seeing as it's focusing on changing the electrical grids that we have, as well as providing clean energy. This is one of those clean energy stocks. So looking at the company website, they say that Cleanspark is a software and services company that offers software and intelligent controls for microgrid and distributed energy resource management systems, as well as innovative strategy and design services. Our products and services consist of intelligent energy controls, microgrid modeling software, and innovation consulting services in design, technology, and business process methodologies to help transform and grow businesses. So, this company is focused on microgrids and is willing to share their products with other businesses through means of consultants. Because really, they're trying to spread the word of what they can offer to businesses to further optimize their businesses. So it's B2B, business to business. Now, let's be honest. In order to understand what this company is, we need to know what a microgrid is. So, a microgrid is a localizing grouping of electricity sources and loads that normally operate connected to and synchronous with the traditional centralized grid, but can disconnect and function autonomously as physical and or economic conditions dictate. These self-contained electricity distribution systems, typically within a larger electrical distribution network, have islanding capability and have the capability to coordinate and distribute energy supplied from one or more energy sources to a network of users in a specially defined area. So basically, these microgrids help to supplement the distribution of electricity away from the main grid, but they can also work alongside the main grid. Really, this is just a way to introduce power from clean sources to be introduced to an environment. And this is an emerging technology. And Cleanspark is one of these pioneering companies that is focused on this business. And we have yet to see the impact that microgrids will have in society, as we are still using large electrical grids at the moment. So it's going to take a while from us to really implement this in cities. Now, the current price for Cleanspark stock is $9.55. So for a good part of the year, it has been below $10 and has been in the penny stock range for quite a while. But now we're seeing a big jump that's been happening this summer. This run-up started as early as July. We've seen the stock go up as high as $14 a stock. So we don't know how high the stock can go in the short term, but in the long term, if this company makes the right moves and starts to grow, we can see this stock go up significantly in the future. So I, for one, I have been loading up on shares of CleanSpark. Currently have enough to do to write monthly covered calls on. So since their options expire every month, you have the option to write covered calls. So since I have 100 shares of this company, I can write covered calls in the moment. Now, I believe this stock is I don't know if 9.55 would be a good price to buy in at. I would say anything below $8 would be ideal. However, I don't know where this stock is going to be this week or next week. So it's really up to you. I would suggest adding this to your watch list, just so you can keep a good eye on CleanSpark. All right. So out of those three stocks, WM is a buy for me. CleanSpark is a buy for me. And Uber, anything below $30, I may consider adding some shares. And these are all Sharia compliant stocks. And as always, I am not a financial advisor. Anything that I'm telling you now is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Do your due diligence before you purchase these stocks. And don't buy these stocks because I'm buying them. Do your research first, and if the research aligns with your beliefs and your financial ideology, then add this stock to your portfolio. This is Investor Shake, checking out.